Alright, if everything will work out for me. Okay, there we go. Sorry, everybody, I gotta make sure that I'm getting this. Alright, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, hope everybody can see me. If you cannot see me, let me know. Okay? Today is October 19th, 2021, and I've got the cameras behind me, so in other words, if you say something, I'll have to come back after we get started with everything. This is going to be a 3-segment, but it's going to go on for the rest of the week. Basically, what we're doing is there's a couple things I want to go over with everybody. Alright, we're good. And I know people see me all the time, and I'm very positive. I try to always make sure my friends know they matter, that they're important, okay? And I make sure that they understand who they are and why they're doing it. Now, a lot of people ask me what I do. Now, I told you guys we're going to get started with family stuff, trucking stuff, identity theft stuff, showing people what's going on in the trucking industry. But what I want to go over first is the basics, okay? And then we're done with that. We actually, during the day, we're doing some of the oil stuff for your vehicles. But right now, I want to tell you right now, and I'm dead serious about this, that each and every one of you matter. That no matter what goes on in life, okay, you can accomplish anything you want to do, but you can't blame others. You have to understand it's on you to achieve the very things that you want. You can have others help you along the way. That's just part of life. That's good human nature. And you know what? When you do it, make sure to always be grateful and thankful for those that have helped you along the way. Make sure they know they matter. I am a United States Marine veteran, okay? The gentlemen and the Marines that I served with are some of the greatest people I have the pleasure of knowing. Not because we're all the same, but because we are all different. They're some of the nicest, kindest, gentlest people you can ever imagine. You know, I know Marines get a bad rep, but here's just it. They are some of the greatest people on there. When I actually put stuff about people on there, everything I'm saying is true. I won't say anything if I don't mean it. But I want you to know that no matter what you do in life, you're responsible for your own destiny. You're responsible for your own actions. And believe it or not, when I tell people that you have to take responsibility, that's not negative, that's positive. Because if you do something good, you got to take that credit. When you do something great, you got to take that credit. When you do something because you want to help others, take no credit and disappear after you do it. The best way to feel great about yourself is knowing you did something for yourself and to help somebody else, and then completely disappearing and do nothing else. Lead by example by doing things that, you know, all of a sudden your kids may see you do something like, why'd you do that? Or you may pay something for somebody, or you may have said thank you to somebody. My mom, before she died, always sent thank you letters. My mom, before she died, always made sure to invite anybody we knew to our Christmas parties. Didn't matter. To Thanksgiving, to holiday parties, okay, to picnics. I mean, there was new people around us all the time because my mom believed in always being respectful, kind, courteous. She believed that food brought people together and would love to cook, bake. And so did my aunts, and, you know, my uncles are some of the greatest people around because they believe in kindness, you know. They believe in walking the walk, not just talking, but walking the walk. Out of everybody in my family I'm in, I'm the loudest. One of the loudest. No, I am the loudest. But that's okay. I got jokes till I'm blue in the face, that's fine, but here's the reason why I do it. Because somebody has to speak on behalf of them. Somebody has to learn to say thank you to other people. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started with what we want to do today. Okay? So, like I told you, there's going to be a couple different segments. So now, what I'm going to do right now, while everybody's coming on, and the reason why I wanted to start out with that intro, and the reason why I wanted to start out with going that is because I want to ask you a question. Okay? And this isn't about vitamins or anything like that. This is about this. And I want to ask you, and I'm being dead serious, and a lot of you guys are going to know where this comes from, others do not, and I'm not going to mention any names, I'm not going to do anything else, but I'm going to give examples. What if you were accused of something today, out of the blue? Could you afford a lawyer? Could you afford a legal team? What if your house was raided because somebody decided to lie, cheat, or steal? Somebody decided to falsely accuse you of things that you didn't do, but they raided your house, they found nothing. What if you were all of a sudden charged with something because of just random actions that anybody can get in trouble for if not put in the right perspective? Would you have enough time for a legal team? What if your phone company all of a sudden did not honor their commitment and you get a brand new phone, whether it's a Samsung or an Apple, an Android, a Google, whatever, and it's a lemon. But they won't take it back. They won't exchange it, but you still have to pay that fee every month for the next 2 years because they won't take it back. They won't fix your phone. What if you get a broken phone and they don't want to honor the warranty? What if you get a used phone that's supposed to be brand new and they argue with you? What if somebody goes online and slanders you with their name and then they sit there and laugh in your face? Do you have enough power or do you have enough money for a legal to basically send them a cease and desist letter? Or do you ignore it because you know that legal's expensive? What if you have a car warranty and it's not honored? We've all been there. What if you break a windshield, but all of a sudden it's not covered in your insurance even though you have full coverage? What are you going to do? What if you're driving down the road and your tire blows out and you get in a wreck and all of a sudden somebody gets hurt? Now you're the one that's in trouble. What if the light, you come to a stop sign, you come to a complete stop, you drive to that stop, another car comes barreling into you and hits you. You're in a coma. You're in the hospital, no fault of your own, but all of a sudden, their insurance company is now suing you. Do you have enough money and enough insurance to be able to carry on years-long court procedures, all because somebody hit you? You did not hit them. What if you're driving down the road and there's ice on the road because we're coming back in the wintertime, and all of a sudden you go through a stoplight? Red, it turned green, but now all of a sudden you got a couple school buses in front of you, but you notice that they're stopped, and you stop, and you see the cars coming at you, and all of a sudden you hear cracks, and now all of a sudden those cars are hitting you, and you're going into a school bus to where you got to file out of the way. But it came from 4 cars back because some kid was on their cell phone, and you had to avoid a school bus because 4 cars back and all those cars pushed you in. But all of a sudden, you're the one that's being questioned by the police because you're the one that almost hit the school bus. Do you have enough money for a legal? What if your kids are in school being bullied, and the school says, we handled the solution, but all of a sudden you're being called by the local police department or sheriff's department because school doesn't want to handle it, so they throw the bullying situation to law enforcement. So now you're 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, or even 16-year-old kid is now being questioned at a police department over bullying, or is being bullied, but now is being harassed by the police because of a bully. See, bullying goes both ways. You can be bullied by the school, you can be bullied by police. What if all of a sudden you don't want, and you want your voice heard for something because you're either for or against critical race theory? But all of a sudden you're thrown out because now all of a sudden they're taking your rights away from you. Do you have enough money for a legal team? Do you have enough power to be able to figure out a solution? What if you just need answers? What if you're going into the military, okay? And all of a sudden you get all these contracts, and your kids get all these contracts thrown in front of them to go into the military. And you yourself know that they're signing their lives away, and they're being promised things by recruiters. What if, do you got enough money to send that to a lawyer, to have a lawyer look it over first? Getting new insurance? Do you have enough money to send your insurance paperwork to a lawyer to have them review it? What if you're getting a new car and you want to make sure you're not being scammed, screwed, or getting that under protection, or the tire rotation? Everything I'm telling you has happened. What if your son or daughter is going to college and they get in a car with somebody else, not knowing about the person, but they're pulled over because their friend's been drinking, they haven't been, but they're a designated driver, but there's a gun underneath the seat. But because they're driving, everybody in the car gets arrested because there is a loaded gun underneath the seat, even though it's not their car, but they're driving. What if they go to jail that night? What if you could prevent them from going to jail that night because they have a legal team 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? What if all of a sudden there's a dispute over a guy God-fearing tragedy that happened with an insurance company because a limb falls on a... Do you have enough money for a lawyer, legal team? Most people get public assistance because they don't have that kind of money. You know, you see all these people in trouble in Washington, D.C., and even locally, and you see governors and everybody going to jail, but, you know, they got money to fight all this stuff. Do you? The reason why I'm telling you this is I want you to really think about this. Accidents happen every day. What if scenarios happen every day? People get accused of stuff every single day. You know that video of you putting your kids or giving them a bath on the internet because you thought it was cute because they're brand new and everything else? What if you get accused of child porn? What if Apple now is going to go through everybody's phone, okay, illegally? I mean, because guess what? You have a right to privacy. But you took some wives of your husband or your wife. Maybe somebody sent you something that, you know, is a little provocative. Okay? Maybe your kids were abused. Maybe you were giving them a bath. Maybe you were reading to them. But all of a sudden, with cancel culture and the new generation, everything you do now is being scrutinized. What if your kid gets in a fight and's got a black eye and comes home? Now all of a sudden you're getting in trouble for abuse of your kid even though he got the black eye at school. How do you fight that? What do you do about that? These situations are happening every day. These are situations that I have calling me every day about, and the lawyers are calling me every day about. What if you're in a vehicle and you're a CDL driver and you get an overweight ticket, an overweight ticket? Right. I'm sure even regular everyday families see these stops along the side of the road for way stations and for quick stops. And truckers all the time are getting tickets for their livelihood. What if situations... Hold on real quick. Let's see what that is. I don't know who that was. Oops, hold on. Give me just a minute. Alright. So, here's the reason why I say all this. Not because of me or anybody else. I don't want anybody thinking that this is being directed at anybody. Okay? And I want you to know this right now. The police are doing their job. The police are heroes. Firefighters are heroes. Factory workers are heroes. Everyday person's a hero. But people don't always have enough money to fight the what-ifs in life. What if this? I can give you thousands of reasons of things of what's going on in life, okay? Now here's what I want to ask you. Here are the what-ifs I want to ask you. The media is not going to report stuff, right? And when that does get reported, it's no longer a story once you're proven innocent. So what do you do? So my biggest question is, for the questions I'm asking you, what is your plan? What if? Well, let me tell you what if. I got into a company a couple years back that the reason why I got in was because I noticed that there was a lot of people, myself included, that, you know, had all kinds of legal stuff from business to getting LLCs to getting S corporations to basically windows of a building or getting a nightclub license or getting a speeding ticket. And a simple speeding ticket can break somebody. Okay? I saw my friends and stuff getting DUIs or committing suicide because they're fighting family cases in court and everything else. That's another thing. What if you got to go to court to fight for your kids? What if you got a situation to where you got married, but now you both are like, you know what, this isn't working out, so you decide to do an uncontested divorce? Do you have the money and the means to do it? What ifs happen every day. I had a teacher, Mrs. Latour, always told me, don't worry about the what ifs. But guess what? What ifs happen. Life happens every single day. The next knock at the door, you don't know what it's going to be about. COVID happens. So how do we protect ourselves? What can we do? Let me tell you this. I'm an independent associate with Legal Shield and Identity Shield. I am an independent associate with Legal Shield and Identity Shield. The reason why I say I'm an independent associate is because everything I say or do falls directly upon me. I'm an independent associate with Legal Shield and Identity Shield, okay? So the whole idea is I've got other pages to where I can do things, but I'm just telling you right now, what if you have those situations happen to you? What if? What I want you to do is I have a plan and a program that's been around for 49 years, it'll be 50 years next year, that can help you in your family. What I want you to do is I want you to go to jeffjansen.info. Okay? So, go to, let me erase this. jeffjansen.info. And for all those what-if questions, let me help answer them for you. Easy. Get a plan. Have a legal team. There we go. That can work on your behalf. So, go here. JEFFJANSEN dot info. Okay? Because tomorrow, Jansen Solutions is going to start by helping answer those what-if questions. Tonight, I said 3 fragments. 1, the what-if for the family. 2, those same what-ifs. What if your truck is overheight, overweight, overlength, hazmat? What if you get a ticket for suspended, revoked driver's license? What if you get a ticket and your trucking is your livelihood? Your trucking is what you do every single day, and every single ticket you get, just to change the oil alone every 3 months, can range between $345 to $500. And that comes out of your pocket. So, that being said, if you're a truck driver, and we start tomorrow also, part 2, go to truckguy.org. Truckguy.org. If you guys want a comparison, you can go to lstrucker.org also. Okay? jeffjansen.info. Truckguy.org. I know you guys see me put these things up all the time, okay? And then the last thing I want to tell you about real quick is you can go to jansensolutions.net or Jansen Solutions. I gotta remember what they all are. Anyway, needless to say, the reason why I'm doing this is because we are now going to build our teams back up. The trucking industry out there, we need members to help me protect these truck drivers. We are looking for members to help us protect families and friends, everywhere from police officers to firefighters, to protect them, to make sure they're safe, to make sure they don't got to worry about everyday's life, okay? To make sure that the little things in life that can actually weigh heavily on them. I do this company because I believe in helping as many military and as many families as possible, because legal costs money. And people don't have that kind of money. And when you're dealing with DAs and everybody else, and you're dealing with evidence and dealing with things, people get it wrong, and you need a great legal team in order to make sure to answer your questions. You need a great legal team to be able to answer your questions 5 days a week for unlimited questions on unlimited topics, no matter what it is. What if you could have a lawyer do that for you for less than a cup of coffee a day? And you can call them and ask them, because that's what we can help you with. What if you can have your contracts or documents reviewed 15 in any given month? That's what we can help you with. What if you could have a lawyer, because it's a simple situation, send out a letter or phone call on your behalf to resolve a situation so it doesn't have to go to court? That's what we can help you with. All those what ifs I'm telling you about, you call up the lawyer. What do you need your will done? Do you need to get your will done? We can get your will done. Why not get your will done? Have it be done for life. Get it notarized, be done with it, put it in the refrigerator. Yes, I said the refrigerator. Why? Because it's a document that needs to be found by your family or friends if something happens to you, so you need to put it in the refrigerator. Okay? I've got an entire package I can give you so that you're protected, a full round of protection. How about identity theft? Go to idguy.org. Okay? Never mind that crap you see on TV. Go to something that works. I'm not saying that they're good or bad, but I'm saying we have private investigators that can help you out. idguy.org. www.idguy.org. Alright, those are the 3 things I'm going to do tonight. That's it. I'm keeping it simple. Now, go to my buddy Longhorn the Comedian's website. If you get a chance, he does a lot of live feeds, making sure that people are okay and everything else. We're going to go get back into our fireside chats each night also. We're going to start that tomorrow too. It has nothing to do with sales, has nothing to do with legal or identity theft, has nothing to do with AMSOIL or anything like that. Okay? Now, I did tell you guys I was going to do one other thing with the oil, and I'll show you. I'll put that up here. If I can find my towel, or my... no, it's... go to oilguy.org, which is oilguy.org, or go to amzoil.info. Oilguy.info, sorry. Oilguy.info, not org. Oilguy.info, or amzoil.info. Okay? That's if you have vehicles, trucks, tractors, businesses, stuff like that. What if you're a small business? We can help you with that too. Tomorrow we're going to go into depth on everything, and we're going to start the series. I'm just kind of giving you an overview of what we're going to start doing. And you will have to request to get into the channel. It's free. And then we're also going to have it on a phone call also, so I'll post a phone number, and I'll post a channel on here so I can help you with these what-ifs. If these what-ifs happen to you, I'm going to show you how you can handle them. I'm going to show you what you can do. Now, things take time, and the truth will eventually come out, and your lawyers will take really good care of you. But remember this, ask the what-ifs every day. I was always told, it's not about being a Republican, Democrat, left, right, Tea Party, non-Tea Party. You know, it's about asking questions. It's about protecting yourself and your family. It's about being a mission to help as many people as possible that cannot normally help themselves. That's what I do. That's what we have a team out there that are just great people that are out there trying to help everybody do. Somebody might not like something because somebody told them wrong. Somebody might not like something because the person that brought them in never answered the phone again to explain or teach them how to do it. I'm here to teach you. I'm here to show you. And guess what? You may or may not be interested. It will take about 15 minutes. But guess what? I feel it's very, very important to tell each and every one of you about it. Why? Because I myself have gone through things. My friends have gone through things. My family has gone through things. What if somebody dies today in your family just of like cancer or a disease? What if they die of old age? What are you going to do? What are you going to do if you get in a car accident or a wreck or all of a sudden you're on life support in a hospital? Do you understand what probate is? Do you know that even with a will, if you don't understand what probate is, anything that's left you with insurance can go to the state and you won't get a dime? And there's nothing you can do about it because the state will overpower you if you do not protect yourself now? So many people wait to the last minute. I do this because so many people wait to the last minute to call their friends and family and tell them they love them. So many people out there wait to the last minute to call up somebody and say, hey, miss you, buddy, just want you to know you matter. So many people wait till the last minute or don't even do it at all to post something saying, hey, I just want you to know that you matter, that I care about you, that you have... Why do you think I do it? Because I'm not waiting till the last minute to let my friends and family know that they matter, that my friends are important. I have a platform to do it. I'm going to do it. And I'm going to mean every word of it. Don't wait till the last minute to protect yourself. Don't wait till the last minute to get information from me because, oh, well, I'll use it if I need it. Well, by the time you need it, it's already going to be too late. Not because I can't help you, but it's going to cost so much more. Start protecting yourself and your family. Start knowing that you matter. Start telling people they matter. Start getting your head out of the freaking clouds and do what is right, not what is convenient. Get yourself out of this freaking box you got yourself in. Get away from the people that tolerate you and not celebrate you. Get away from these people that are so busy talking trash, they don't see the goodness in people. They don't see the truth that's really going on. Get away from those people. I always call them bottom feeders. I've had a lot of bottom feeders in my life. And I'm not afraid to admit it. Why? Because I've been dead broke, and I've been on top of the world, and I've been dead broke again. I have fought every day of my life, and I'm still fighting every day of my life, but guess what? Doing stuff like this, you would never believe it. Even though I've been doing this for so long, it's still, I have to do it because, like I said, somebody out there needs to hear what I got to say, just like they need to hear what you got to say. But it's like this. What's a bottom feeder? A bottom feeder, as you're building your whatever it is you're doing, your business, maybe you're doing something great, they're feeding off you because you got people around you, and they're like, oh, as long as I'm with this person, I'm doing pretty good. They want they want your scraps. They want what little bit, because they don't want to go and do anything on their own. They're the same people. They follow. They're not leaders. They follow. They want everything you got. And the reason why they're bottom feeders is not because they're following. Those are good people. But when you're on your way down, they kick you. On your way down, if they hear something negative, instead of questioning it, they kick you. They have a story how they hated you the whole time. I'll give you an example. I owned a nightclub. I'm not embarrassed of owning a nightclub. I've owned many businesses. I've owned many bars. I've owned many houses and rentals and stuff like that. And when I build something, all of a sudden all these people are like patting you on the back. Great job, love you to death. Oh my God, this is awesome. You get the ones that want to do business with you and everything else. Great job, love you, love you, love you. I had a drug dealer come into my bar. Threw him out. Of course, he went and complained. The news reported it wrong. All of a sudden, everybody's like, oh my God, he's a racist. He threw... I'm like, no, I threw a drug dealer out. He never got hurt. He never even got injured. But he went and complained. And because our banker committed suicide and left us with a lot of debt, it was really hard to fight the legal battles. it was really hard to fight because